Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I'm going to be talking about simple steps you can take to start a business online. I don't want to complicate this. I've been on this space for a while. I failed a lot of times. I mean a lot of times I failed, and I've succeeded at some. I failed more than I succeeded. It's like kind of the 80-20 thing. But I do want to talk about simple things that I wish someone told me when I first started out, okay? Because you hear so many different things, Facebook ads, Google, etc., etc. And most people are looking for the shiny object or the shiny object syndrome. They chase around all these things. That doesn't matter. In fact, that's a disability when it comes to growing what you want to grow. What matters the most is understanding what you're getting yourself into and understanding what you're trying to build. Most people are infatuated with the tactics, infatuated with that, oh, if I do this, I'm gonna get that. As opposed to what are the economics behind the business, how can the business scale, am I in the right niche, is there longevity to this, like the real fundamental basic building blocks of your business. So before entering any business online, you want to ask yourself this question: why are you entering this business? What are you selling that's more superior than your competitors? Is it better quality product? Is it faster? Is it cheaper? It has to have some kind of unique selling proposition as opposed to your competitors, okay? That's the first thing. Number two, your domain expertise. What expertise do you have in this industry? I'm not saying you have to be an expert, that's not the case, but if you're entering into a competitive space, what kind of knowledge do you bring to that space? Do you have a network? Do you have distribution? Do you have a special set of skills that only with time you can achieve, etc.? And finally, number three, when entering this space, are you starting this business as a side business, or are you starting this business as a full-time business? Because it does matter. I've made a video in the past where I was talking about it's not that wise to quit your full-time job to start a business. The reason being, you need cash. How are you gonna support yourself? Forget your family right now, yourself. How are you gonna have rent? How are you gonna have food? How are you gonna have clothing? How are you gonna have the bare essentials to survive when your business isn't making any money and you've quit your other business and you quit your job, you've gone full-time? How? You're not. You need cash flow. You need cash flow to live, and your business needs cash flow. Cash is king. So, you gotta answer all these questions first before you decide to just jump in. Now, once you've answered these questions, so you can take your time, don't rush. I fucking wished I took my time with that. I made too many mistakes just jumping in, okay? So take your time, write it down, do an analysis, figure out, is this something you actually want to do, and is this something that you can do it better than other people? Okay, once you have that answer, the next thing comes into play is what type of business model, and this is really important. Most people, they're focused on, oh, I'm just going to grow the website and I'm going to get traffic. No, that doesn't matter. What matters is the business model, or I say plural, business models. So what kind of business models do you have? Are you selling information online? Are you selling a product? Are you doing affiliate marketing? Are you doing, say, commission sales? Are you doing lead generation? Are you doing SaaS? Are you doing membership model? There's so many different models when it comes to building an online business or any business in general. I would highly recommend that you figure out 3 out of the 5 models. Because I'm gonna tell you something, if you think you are gonna start here and end up there, most likely you're gonna start here, end up somewhere you have no fucking idea where you're gonna end up, okay? So it's really important you figure out and test different business models. And within those business models, you wanna make sure that your margins are good, right? At least 35% per se. You don't wanna have low margins. You don't wanna be in a low margin business. It's not really good, you don't wanna be in a Walmart business, right? Especially if you're starting out. You wanna have high margins, okay? So once you have that set up, great. Next thing that you want to do, okay, is go study people who are doing it already. That's your competition. I would say you have 2 lines. You draw the direct competition that you're directly competing against, and then you have the indirect competition. So people have similar services and products, but not directly competing against you. And you do a full SWOT analysis, analyze those businesses, figure out what they're getting traffic from, figure out where their customers are coming from. So basically what I love to do is I'll get 5 on each group, 5 on the direct, if there is 5, sometimes only 1. So let's say up to 5 on the direct and up to 5 on indirect. Then I would scan their site. I'm gonna do a full Google scan, tools you can use like Ahrefs or SEMrush, whatever. You can hire people to do that. So you scan their website, you see where their traffic's coming from, you see how much traffic they're getting, you see their search volume, and based on these numbers, you can kind of hypothesize what their revenue is, give or take. Then you buy their products or you buy their services. You want to capture the process of being a customer of theirs. So I always say reverse engineer what your competitors are doing. So I would say go to their website, screen capture website, see how it makes you feel, see what kind of copy, design, and colors they use, buy something, follow the process, see what type of emails they send, so capture their email sequence, capture their buying process, and also, really important, a lot of people, they kind of forget about this, contact the customer service and see how they respond to customer service. And I would do this for every single business that you have, both for the direct competitors and the indirect competitors. Then once you have that, that kind of gives you like a roadmap to create yours. Obviously, you're not going to completely rip them off, but what you're going to do is, you know, this model works. There's a reason why they have certain copy on their page. There's a reason why traffic's coming from Google, Facebook, and these other, say, third-party domain websites. There's a reason why, because it converts. There's a reason why they have their picture image like this as opposed to that, okay? So there's a science behind this, and it's really important to know that. It's not just your intuition. Sales online with copy, with conversions, with images, with topography, that's a science. So once you have that, you want to do it to yours, okay? Then once you have that going, basically what you want to do is you want to get as much traffic as possible to your site. So once you have your product up there, based on your research that you've done. So once you have everything up there, I would highly recommend that you start filling in the top of the funnel, because there's 3 elements to a funnel. You have tofu, top of the funnel, so up here, awareness. You have mofu, middle of the funnel, so people are kind of knowing who you are, building trust with you. Then you got tofu, mofu, and end of the funnel. Some kind of people call ifu, I don't know, it's dumb. But end of the funnel. And end of the funnel is where they know, like, and trust you, so you convert them into customers, and that's when you figure out your LTV, lifetime value of your customer. Okay, so that's what I would do. I would try to figure out how you can get as much people up on the tofu. And a great book for this, I highly recommend for email marketing, for getting traffic, is Ryan Deiss's book, Invisible Selling Machine. Good book. Look, it's a pretty small book. Maybe if I can grab some highlights of it for you, maybe you'll like that. I don't know, good ones over here. Give you an idea of what they have over here, okay? You know, like, they do the same thing like I mentioned before. Like, for example, this one. You know, they go into, you know, you see Lowe's, they capture Lowe's, what they're doing. You know, Lowe's is a billion-dollar company, I think. So they must know what they're doing. And basically the whole book gives you like a step-by-step guide. It's pretty cool. I'll leave a link below this video for that. But yeah, that's a great book that any beginner, even intermediary or advanced person can learn from. So there you have it, you know. So let's kind of summarize this. First, really understand what you're getting yourself into, what business you're getting yourself into, the margins. Are you working on this on the side full time? You know, the basic bare bone fundamentals. Then do your homework on your competitors and indirect competitors, and then build it out based on their inspiration, and then start pushing traffic to it. That's pretty much it, okay? If you guys have a question for me, whether that is about marketing, whether that is about life, philosophy, whatever, even religion, leave a comment below, and I'll be trying to make these daily vlogs a little bit more frequent. And, well, yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel. All right, guys, peace.